cap website view and one create. I have a question where you said that it has to come for hoteliers and businesses locally. Do you feel that the public sector and the private sector work closely enough to allow innovation? So, for example, change of usage of buildings, there will have big connotations from the councils allowing the change of usage, multiple occupancy, and then the likes of Airbnb, people using them to let out their accommodation.
No, absolutely not. I mean, this is what Simon was saying, you know, you've got 4-year electoral cycles, and that's what people are interested in. In Hull, you have an election every 3 years out of 4. And unfortunately, tourism falls under marketing, and politically, marketing has absolutely no one fighting its corner whatsoever. Everybody thinks marketing is somebody else's problem. So even the grant givers in my game culture will say you can use X% for marketing, but you need to get it somewhere else. And it flabbergasts me, because, you know, you need to get your numbers in, but we're not going to give you anything to tell anyone about it. And the flexibility of cities to flex to their geography and their history and what's happening in the future, you know, it's got to up its game, you know, because all that you just said is right. Now, let's not do the city down. C40I, the tech area, really brilliant idea. You know, I think there's been some structural stuff around Airbnb nationally. You can earn $7 grand if you're on your own before you have to tell the tax man. So there are some positive things out there. But this is where we need to keep telling the authorities what we need and what we require and the timescale in which we require it, which is why organisations like the BHA and HEHA and the lobbying organisations become absolutely crucial.
I mean, I'd just add that I don't think we ever look to councils or local authorities for innovation. If you look at the fastest moving companies in the world, the tech sectors that have revolutionised communications and how we basically live our lives, all of that's private sector, you know. So don't expect innovation to come. I don't want to damn them. They provide very important core services for all communities, and all of the unglamorous stuff, sewage to water supply. But, you know, talk to those people who have an ear for this kind of thing. The guy sitting next to you is a line into John Pywell. I find John to be quite foresighted in this, quite a pro different sorts of thinking, you know.
Because what was going along the lines of is that you do get a lot of innovation from the private sector, but then there are certain, let's say, choke points where you have to work with the local authorities, the governments and so on, which delay the progress the private sector want to make. So what I'm saying is there a way to work more closely to allow a faster progression?
They always listen to precedent. If you can say this happened elsewhere and it had this result, they recommend it, because that's a proof, if you like, if we can apply this thinking. But yeah, I mean, open listening and open access to government is, actually, they say that at the very highest level these days, don't they? But I think at the local level, I'd start with Anthony. Yeah?
Right, we've got time for one or two more questions. Is there one at the